This is part 3 on Rock Tech. This is going to go over Spotify. All right, so hopefully some of you have Spotify accounts, especially if you had a Chromebook last year at Fed. I feel like a lot of the students had figured out that they could get to Spotify on the school computers, which is wonderful. I'm so glad they've left that open to you guys because it's been a huge tool for this class. One, because it's super fun. Two, because it also uses less bandwidth than YouTube, which is what we were using previously because we didn't have Spotify as an option. So I'm going to kind of walk you through the basics and we'll get started. So in a new tab, you're going to want to go to spotify.com/US/. And if you're already logged in, like if you have a login, you can go ahead and log in and I'll meet you on the homepage. If you've never made a Spotify account before, you're going to need to probably use an outside email. I would recommend using a non-FH email. Now, if you do not have a non-FH email, it can be a parent email, a sibling email. You can make one really quick on Gmail for free. The issue is you cannot check, especially freshmen, I think you're really restricted. You cannot check an outside email on your Chromebook. I think sophomores, juniors, seniors can. But when in doubt, we're just going to use an outside email because ultimately once you log in once to Spotify, it remembers you. So you can click remember and then you won't have to use that other email. It's just literally a username essentially. So go ahead and do that and then log in and I'd click save and you might want to just bookmark it as well. And I'm going to go ahead and click over to this other tab. You would click here, open web player, if you were in this scenario. But mine is being kind of funky on the school internet right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just click over because I've already got it open. All right, so when you click home, this is what your home will look like essentially. Mine's all customized with my stuff that I've been listening to. So that's what all these different icons are. Don't let that overwhelm you. That's just my stuff. And yours will be personalized to you as you use Spotify more. So the first thing we need to do is learn how to locate my account. Now, of course, I'm already logged into my account, for I am me. But you will go to search, and you're going to type in Julia, Julia, Brewer, which is my middle name, and Olson. Okay. And when you type that in, you should see this picture right here of me and Mr. Olson in France. So that's how you know there's my beautiful face. And you're going to click on it. Now, I cannot follow myself, but I think there's a little option where you click a little heart, and that's just like that you've liked it or like that you're following it, or maybe it's a follow button. Either way, it's either a heart or a follow button. I cannot see it because I am me. But you're going to click that, and anytime you need to find a playlist that I've made for this class, you can always just type in my name, Julia Brewer Olson. But hopefully if you click subscribe or whatever, it'll just be on your homepage and you won't have to type my name every time. Now, all these playlists, some of them are for the class. I'd say like 80% of these are for the class. Some of them are just my playlists that I enjoy listening to, like this acoustic covers is something I enjoy listening to here in my office or whatever. You do not need to worry about that. That's just one of mine. There's a few other on here that are, the brain candy. It's from a friend of mine who I follow on YouTube. And, so some of these do not pertain to you whatsoever. But some of these, like, for example, Surf and Soul or Motown, like these are ones for the class. So hopefully as we go, you'll see they're going in order and you'll be able to figure out which playlists you need to find. But the one I want to work on right now is these birthday playlists that we talked about in the other video. So week 1, rock birthdays. It's the second one because I just made these for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Now you remember we looked at that slide that had all the birthdays from August 31st, that week, the first week of school. And here are the 5 songs that go with it, and they're in the same order if I did it properly. So here's the first birthday on the 31st, September 1st, etc., etc. So you're going to want to have the slideshow up in another tab. So when you play like Staying Alive by the Bee Gees, you're like, oh, that's Barry Gibb. It's his birthday. Or, oh, that's Crazy in Love by Beyonce, and it's her birthday on Friday, whatever. So that you're learning these songs. I want you to try and listen to the full song, okay? They're not long. They're all, a couple of them are 4 minutes, but like 2 minutes long. They're not very long. And you can also kind of put them on and be doing other things, like maybe you're typing your questions for the class while it's playing in the background. And again, you're going to want headphones for all of this because you're going to be listening to a lot of music and you don't want your family to go crazy. So yeah, I would highly recommend either some earbuds, AirPods, or over-the-ear headphones. Borrow some from a family member, whatever you need to do, because this class will involve a lot of listening. Okay, don't be tempted to just listen to the first 2 seconds and go, oh, I don't like it, and not listen to it. Kind of just make yourself, because listening to music is a lot like trying new foods. Sometimes at first you're like, this is gross, but then you eat it a few times and you go, oh, I actually don't mind this. And then before you know it, it's like your favorite food. They call that expanding your palate, right? Maybe when you're young, you only eat like Kraft macaroni and chicken nuggets, but then you get older and suddenly your world is open because you try all these new foods and you start to learn to love these new flavors. It's kind of the same with music. If you listen to the same stuff over and over and over, and I get in that habit too. I've listened to the Beatles about 60 bazillion times, okay? Like all their songs. But I try and force myself to listen to new stuff, and you know what winds up happening? Like 9 times out of 10, I actually usually like it. So please try and just listen to the songs. I'm not asking it to be your favorite. I'm not asking you to love it. I'm asking you to try it. You know what I mean? So, tangent over. Anyway, so you listen to these 5 songs. Let's say you've listened to all 5, and you're going to want to pick your favorite of these 5 each week, and that's on the assignment. So let's say I liked Hold the Line by Toto. Let's say that was my favorite of the 5. You're going to go all the way over here to the right, these 3 dots. And I know it's already on a playlist, but you're going to add it to your playlist. Actually, we need to do that first, don't we? Okay, so here's how you create a playlist. You click Create Playlist, and we'll call this Rock Birthdays, because that's what you're going to call it. Create. And again, only you can see this. I might ask you to send me a screen cap of your playlist, but it's really up to you. So here's Rock Birthdays. It's empty, okay? But we're going to go ahead and put that Toto song. So let's go back to week 1, birthdays. Now, mine is saved here on the left because it's my playlist. I made it. You can add it to your playlists by clicking. I think, again, it's the little heart. Again, I can't like it again because it's mine. But I think it says like a little heart, and you can add it to your playlists. And then it's right there. And you can even go into my account and click the little heart on all the ones for the birthdays, week 1, week 2, week 3, and then they'll all be right there on the left. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, let's put Hold the Line by Toto on my new birthday playlist. So that was my favorite song on these 5. Again, even if you don't like all 5, pick the one that you could tolerate the most, okay? I'm going to go all the way to the right, click these 3 dots, add to playlist. And right here, the empty one, Rock Birthdays, I'm going to add it. Boop. And it's going to load. Okay. So, when I click my Rock Birthdays playlist, there it is. It's the only song on there, Hold the Line by Toto. So the goal is by the end of the semester, 9 weeks, you'll have an 18-song playlist of all your Rock Birthday favorites, and then you can just jam out to your favorite songs that you've discovered. Or you can, when the semester's over, you can take out the ones you don't really like that much and add in ones you've gained from the class. Heck, I don't care if you make a playlist of your own that just says like History of Rock favorites, and you dump in songs you like as we go forward in the class, because not every song we do is a birthday song, right? Like some of them are on topic, right? Like let's say you find a rhythm and blues song you really like. Okay. Throw it on the playlist if you like it, you know what I mean? But I would keep them separate from the birthday playlist because I might ask you to take a screen cap just to show me you're doing what I'm asking. But yeah, feel free to make as many playlists as you want. It doesn't even need to be for this class. If you want to explore music on your own, do it, man. I support you. That's what this whole thing's about. It's about expanding your musical palette a little bit. So, all right, so that's how you make a playlist. I'm going to go ahead and delete that for me because I already have all the songs there, so I don't need that, but you're going to want that. Okay. If you need to search for anything, you just use the magnifying glass function and search by artist. Let's say I want to look up the Fleetwood Mac song. You just type in Fleetwood Mac. It'll pull up the most popular songs right here, but if I want to click on the whole artist, click Fleetwood Mac. Shows you their profile. You can follow them, kind of like on Twitter or whatever. Like you see, I'm already following them because I love Fleetwood Mac. And you can see their albums. You can see their singles, their most popular songs, all sorts of stuff. if you're using the Spotify app, which I highly recommend getting, especially if you have the paid version, but if you have the free version, you get the app too. The downside is it will not play the playlist necessarily in order. They're always shuffled. So I would recommend, if you're following along with the website, that you do Spotify on your laptop, because then you can go in order. Now, with Spotify, the free version, you do have to watch some ads, which is kind of annoying. They're usually for like laundry detergent and annoying stuff like that. It'll say, click here to watch this video to get half an hour of free music. If you just like sit through that quick ad, turn the volume down, that's what I always do, sit through the ad, and then you can listen for quite a while without interruption. However, it does count your skips, kind of like Pandora. So if you skip a bunch, it'll make you watch another ad. So I would just let the song play and let it automatically tick over to the next one. And that's a way to listen with fewer ads, because those are super annoying. If someone in your family has a Spotify family plan, see if they'll let you hop on, even if it's just for the semester. Then you won't have to endure the ads, and then you won't have to be shuffled on the app either. Okay, I hope that covered the basics of Spotify. Oh, one last thing. You have home, but you also have your library. So if I click my library, it will show all of my personal playlists. Okay? So you can get to your stuff that way, or you can click on this side thing. You can also keep track of just songs you've liked by clicking that little heart. That's another way. And you can explore this on your own. If you like podcasts, you can do that. If I click artists up here at the top, it shows all the artists that I've like subscribed to or that I'm following. And I just went through and listed like every artist I know I like. And sometimes I'll hear of a new band that I really like, and I'll go, I'll follow them on Spotify. And, I've got tons on here, and you can do this yourself. Bands you already like or ones you discover in this class. But what's cool about Spotify, one of the things I love, is if you go to home, every day it gives you daily mixes. See here, it says Made for Julia. Well, that's me. Made for Julia, daily mixes 1 through 5. Every day it gives you like a shuffle of a playlist, 5 of them, and they all sort of fall in different genres, right? This one's more like of an alternative rock, just judging off, White Stripes, Cranberries, Carbon Leaf, whatever. This one seems to be a little heavier. It's Metallica, Alice in Chains, Nirvana. Again, it's basing this off my musical interest. So if you're really into like hip hop and R&B, it'll probably have ones that fit those genres. You know what I mean? And to just put this on in the background, like while you're doing work for another class, maybe you're working on math problems, just put on a daily mix in another tab. You know what I mean? And you can listen to some cool stuff. And I don't know. I just love that about Spotify, that it sort of learns your musical tastes. And every day these mixes refresh and you can listen. Maybe you're really into I just like instrumental music, like lo-fi beats or whatever while I'm working. You just go to search lo-fi beats playlist. They're everywhere. Maybe you like piano music. Da, 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 da. Maybe you like rap music. Da, 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 da. You can find anything. So this is why I'm a big fan of Spotify. So please let me know if you're having any issues. Please explore, make your, create your playlist for the birthdays. Create one for just stuff you like that you find. And again, Julia Brewer Olson to find the playlists for the class. All right, I hope that helped. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.